After having a chance to meet with a journalist, a well-known black actor rediscovers the stand-up comedy career that he has always been most passionate about. Stick around to the end to find out how his story unfolds. Hello and welcome to Comedy Recap. Today we will give you a recap of the film Top 5. Spoilers ahead, obviously. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. The movie starts and we see two people talking about how the times have changed over the years. They're talking about random stuff. First talking about how everything means something or not. The guy, who is comedian Andre Allen, thinks there is meaning to everything, while the woman he is talking to, journalist Chelsea Brown, disagrees with him. Then they start talking about the US president and how racism still exists in the world. According to Andre, Obama faces criticism when something goes bad, just because he is black. Then they talk about future presidents and how they could be representatives of different races and minorities. They talk about the next president being Latina or lesbian or being handicapped, to which Andre argues while cracking a joke about people running for presidency not rolling for it. They keep on with their healthy banter before Andre says that black people still face racism, as they can't even hail a taxi. However, funnily, a taxi stops for him, and his point is proven wrong. The scene changes and we see the name of the movie, Top 5, written on the screen. Then we see Andre as he discusses his past during a Q&A session at a university, before making it big with his popular film franchise, Hammy the Bear, in which he co-stars with Luis Guzman as a cop dressed in a bear suit. He had a successful career as a stand-up comedian. Now, whenever people see Andre on the street, they shout, "Hammy!" to him. He is recovering alcoholic and has also run into legal issues. His first serious film, Uprise, which depicts the Haitian Revolution, is currently in theaters. Additionally, we also learn that reality TV star Erica Long and Andre are engaged. His fans are less interested in his new movie and more interested in knowing when he will make another Hammy movie, or if he will ever perform stand-up again. Andre says that he is focused on making movies for now, and in the end, the session ends with the crowd chanting, "Hammy." The scene changes, and Andre walks alongside his bodyguard Silk in frustration as they discuss their disappointment with the response to Uprise. Andre and James Nielsen, a critic for the New York Times, are at odds frequently. He speaks to Charles, his agent, who has always been opposed to the project. Afterward, Andre meets with Chelsea to begin their interview. The first stop at her apartment to get her recorder. Andre sees a Cinderella book on the counter and also meets Chelsea's mother and daughter. Her mother shows off a magazine to Andre, particularly an article about how women can attract men. Chelsea snatches it from her since it's something she wrote under a pseudonym since she doesn't want to use her real name for fluff stories. The two then leave and commence the interview in Andre's limo. Chelsea asks him questions that bug Andre, like why he isn't funny anymore. She inquires about his alcoholism since she too has been sober for 4 years. Andre recalls his lowest point when he was in Houston in 2003. This is where he met Jazzy D, a freewheeling charlatan that claims he is the go-to guy in the area for drugs and alcohol. Andre joins Jazzy at a club where they meet women that Jazzy claims he can get to go home with them, which he does in the end. Later, as he is lying in bed, the two women return to collect the $1,000 each that Jazzy promised them if they slept with Andre. Andre claims they're not receiving anything, and they both cry, "Rape," getting Andre jailed. He decided to not touch another drink after that. Everyone exits the limo except for the driver after he is struck by a taxi on the streets. When Andre reveals that Silk is one of his oldest friends, they part ways and move on to explore the city. When Andre visits a jewelry store to pick up the wedding rings, he discovers that Erica switched the rings and purchased a different item of jewelry for herself. When Andre calls her, she explains that her producers were responsible because the rings needed to look good on television. Andre questions Chelsea about her thoughts if she were in this predicament. We find out that Andre is with Erica in part because she encouraged him to maintain sobriety. Next, they go to visit some of Andre's old friends and his ex-girlfriend. Andre and Chelsea stop by their apartments. When Chelsea interviews them one at a time, she finds out that Andre's ex regrets ending their relationship now that she has seen how successful he has become, while the other friends claim that Andre wasn't really funny when he first started doing stand-up and isn't that funny now. The group gathers at a table and discusses their top 5 favorite rappers, though they also list a 6th. When they catch a glimpse of Andre promoting Uprise on various radio stations and programs, including Jim Norton, Opie, and Anthony, one radio host tells them to add some stank to his recording, which causes Andre to scream foul language. He later joins fellow actors Taraji P. Henson and Gabourey Sidibe, among others, at a press conference for the movie. To Andre's dismay, people keep asking when there will be another Hammy movie. On the other hand, Chelsea makes a stop at a hotel to meet her boyfriend Brad for his birthday. Brad arrives with another guy named Ryan. Chelsea sees that Ryan is wearing a shirt that she got for Brad and that Ryan is acting dodgy. She pieces it together and realizes that Brad is gay and cheating on her with Ryan. She and Andre leave and stop in a liquor store. Chelsea realizes the signs were there, but she didn't want to accept them. Later, Chelsea and Andre are arguing over Andre's movie, and they suddenly started kissing. They play around in a club bathroom before deciding not to go any further. As soon as he exits the restroom, Andre asks Chelsea to use her phone to call someone on his behalf because his phone died. He notices that Chelsea has received an email from her editor, and he goes through the phone. When will she send the following James Nielsen review? It queries. Andre is devastated as soon as he learns the truth. Chelsea receives her phone back, and he asks her about being James Nielsen. When she confirms, he is upset with her for lying to him. He confesses to her that he felt he could only be funny when he was intoxicated or high, and that the thought of transitioning scares him. He then leaves Chelsea alone, making her feel bad about herself. Andre visits a grocery store and consumes everything he purchases. After snatching a drink for himself, he takes a few cases and walks over to the register. Andre is approached by a fan who requests a photo, but he declines. He then comes across Hammy the Bear poster advertising a bear company. Before the police arrive and drag him away, Andre loses control and ruins the stand. Later, he phones Erica from behind bars, who is furious about the arrest, mostly due to how it would affect her reputation. She admits to Andre that she doesn't think she has any other talents. Benny, the manager of Erica, picks up the phone and tells Andre to attend his bachelor party for publicity purposes before flying away for the wedding. Now to perform stand-up for the first time in years, he visits the Comedy Cellar with Chelsea and the bodyguard. He reveals that he is still incredibly amusing, and the audience adores him. Andre claims he feels wild following the performance. He claims to Chelsea that DMX told him that he didn't want to stay rapping and that he truly wanted to sing something else, even though he turned out to be a horrible vocalist. He inspired him to return. Andre and Chelsea have one more final kiss before they leave after dropping Chelsea off at her home. She gets emotional and reels out her top 5 rappers, with the 6th name when Andre asks who they are. In the end, we see Andre seeing his gifts when he found out that Cinderella look-alike shoe. After that, the credits roll in. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.